Hi, welcome to Raj Alnai. Today we are going to discuss about Kanban model. As you know, well aware about agile process is becoming inevitable in any of the application development nowadays. As a part of this agile environment, agile lean process and all everything are essentially important for both IT and as well as non-IT these days. Today we are going to discuss about the Kanban, which is a process-driven framework, which is majorly used to process the continuous and as well as the improvement of the activities. What is that are we going to do for any of the project? So the major aim of Kanban is to control and manage the flow of the features, which can be represented and as well as shown as Kanban cards, something like this. So Kanban cards and all everything like this, wherein it will be having different features and all everything, which will be used to enter the kind of processes which are required for us to complete within the limited time frame. This is what generally, in brief, when we talk about Kanban framework is all about. At the same time, Kanban also allows us, the software team, to develop the applications from the large and continuous development life cycle. But the major principle behind Kanban is to allow both increment and as well as agile processes, which is in its limited throughput. With no iterations, a Kanban project has not to define start or end points for each individual work items. Whatever each work item can start and end independently from one another, and work items have no predetermined duration either. Instead, each phase of the life cycle is recognized as having as limited capacity for work at any one time in this process of implementation. A small work item is also created from a prioritized and understated requirements, which will be listed and as well as begins the development process, usually with some requirements elaboration. A work item which is not allowed to move on to the next phase until some capacity opens end up ahead. By controlling the number of tasks actively at one time, developers still approach the overall project incrementally, which gives an opportunity for agile principles to be applied. When it comes to Kanban projects itself is concerned have work in progress limits, which are the measure of capacity that keeps the development team focused on only a small amount of work at one time. It is only a task as completed that new tasks are pulled into the cycle, wherein this WIP limit should be fine-tuned based upon the comparisons of expected versus actual effort for tasks that are being completed. When you talk about Kanban, when we are comparing this Kanban with Scrum and all, Kanban does not impose any roles defining like Scrum does and lacks formal iterations or sprints. However, this role flexible makes Kanban attractive to those who have been using waterfall style development model and wants to change but are afraid of the initial up-level. Something like Scrum can pause while being adopted by a development team as well. When we are comparing this Kanban with other things, like if you see Kanban when we are comparing with Scrum, these are the three major comparisons you see. Kanban is a task management system, whereas Scrum is a project delivery framework. Now, when you see Kanban is a continuous task management oriented, but whereas when you follow Scrum, it uses time boxing principles to deliver the values in 2 to 4 weeks of window. Now, the third one comparison is that Kanban does not define any particular roles, unlike Scrum. Something like Scrum has a roles like product owner, team, followed by Scrum Master, all that stuff. So this is what generally the introduction about the Kanban, followed by how it looks like and how different this is from Scrum and all that. So this is all about the video, which is all about Kanban part. If you have any queries in regard to that, if you have any needs, please reach out to the details which will be posted in below to this video. Thank you.